Welcome back to the YouTube channel, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 14 subscribers. And follow Twitch. We reacting to this bitch live. We're going to find out how rappers really make music in jail. We just watched Tory Lanez song with DDG. I'm not going to lie. How the fuck do you get that verse out? I'm gonna be honest. I need to know. So now we're watching the video on how niggas get
However,
their
the
verses
truth
out.
is,
So let's
that's
get into
definitely
it.
never stopped rappers such as Young Thug, Tory Lanez, Gucci Mane, or Lil Wayne, to name a few, from continuing to record and drop new music for their fans.
After about 20-something to 30-something ups and mistakes, me and my engineer finally figured out how to record music over the jail phone and still keep the quality. It's over. I done cracked the code, man.
Literally, Tory Lanez's new prison tape songs he's recording in jail sound a million times better quality than Kanye West's new album, which is crazy to say. But what's even crazier though is how these artists and engineers have cracked the code to make it happen. And as we're about to see, their
You know how
secret
fast
process
you
is
gotta
extremely
spit your
impressive.
verse, nigga? And how you gonna hear the beat?
Despite the effortless amount of social media campaigns, merch drops, or fan petitions we see on the internet, in the unfortunate case that a
Free
rapper
Tyke-
finds themselves
Nah.
behind bars, nothing keeps their name more relevant than continuing to release new music. However, given the goal of prison, recording music in a jail cell is not allowed. Or so you would think.
How do you make an album if you're in jail? Is there like a booth or something?
Hell nah.
Almost every big rapper who's been locked up in the past 3 decades has continued to release new music while serving their sentence. From artists such as Tupac, Young Thug, and YNW Melly, among many others. In a lot of
Melly still
cases,
drop?
though, these albums they release from prison are simply full of pre-recorded music from their vault. Similar
Nah,
to how it works
Bugs
with
is really
posthumous albums
pre-recorded.
when an artist passes away. The majority of rappers today have hundreds and thousands of unreleased songs just sitting on their hard drive over the years. So, with the goal to keep fans happy and keep their buzz going until returning home, we'll often then see artist labels piece together a new project for release. You just do what you do and put it together, says Sean Payne, who worked as Gucci Mane's engineer from 2013 to 2016.
Okay.
A 3-year stretch in which he was tasked with releasing a new Gucci mixtape every month while he was locked up in Indiana. Or like in the case of Lil Wayne in 2010, during the final weeks leading up to his 8-month sentence, Wayne and his team stocked up on content to keep fans fed, including finalizing music videos and the track list for his 8th album, I Am Not a Human Being. An album that upon release made Lil Wayne only one of now 3 rappers ever in history to chart at #1 in jail, with Tupac and NBA Youngboy as the only others. However, for these rappers though,
Nigga.
such as Lil Wayne,
That's
NBA
such a
Youngboy,
wild
or
stat,
Gucci Mane,
nigga.
whose entire life was literally recording
That's
music
such a
every
wild
single day,
stat, my nigga.
throughout the years they've managed to find a way and
me sip a
continue
drink.
doing what they love behind bars, even if that means taking things to extreme measures.
Wait, did you record something at Rikers?
On the phone? Yeah. Interesting day. I remember I had to make sure everybody was in their cells by a certain time that night because I couldn't have it's not a studio.
Right.
So to have it quiet enough for me to actually get a real verse off and, with takes and all that.
Yeah,
you know
you gotta
how
do
much
a
I had to work to get
movie.
them to stay in their cell that day.
Along with plotting ideas and lyrics for the
Okay.
legendary Carter 4 album while serving his 8-month stint on Rikers Island, after pleading guilty to possessing a loaded gun on his tour bus. Throughout his jail time, Lil Wayne also
Yo, I like the way these niggas that make these videos be talking. They be like, a loaded gun.
experimented with recording new verses
Like, he
over
put
the
his
jail's
throat
telephone,
into it, yo.
such as his remix
You
verse
knew
on
he had no
Drake and
flaw in his
Jay-Z's
life.
Light Up.
Jail, read fan mail. Wish I was in Amsterdam, sipping Amstel. Thinking about all of that shit that I can't smell. Man, they did me wrong. I feel like Nelson Mandela.
Although you can definitely tell that Wayne recorded his verse through a jail phone, he was still able to scratch that itch of recording. Today, here in 2024, capturing vocals over the phone is by far the most common method used by rappers in prison. However, as we'll dive into more in a second, including costing them multiple thousands of dollars each week, there's actually a lot that goes into achieving studio quality vocals from inside a cinder block cell, not to mention all the challenges that come with it. But believe it or not, some jails around the US have dedicated recording studios specifically for inmates, such as the Cook County Department of Corrections in Chicago, the exact same facility that King Von was held in 2017 in these viral clips that leaked onto the internet, such as this one where Von slips out of his cuffs to attack another inmate, or this one where he shows off popping a handful of pills in front of the security camera. In 2018, the Cook County Jail opened up this little recording studio for inmates in the basement, offering a music education course as well as open during rec hours as a reward for good behavior. This basement studio is quite the unique setting.
Music brings us all together. I want them to be okay. I want them to do something that they love to do. And I know that many of them, they are rappers. They love to rap. They love to sing.
It's a blessing, stated one of the inmates about the ability to record while awaiting trial for his murder charge. But although it would be cool if Young Thug and these other rappers were offered studio time during their sentence, unfortunately that hasn't been the case. So instead, they've had to resort to using the jail phone if they want to keep recording.
I'm just sitting here in my cell like, damn, I'm really in jail. God, give me another chance to show you acting for real. I can put my arm from wall to wall inside this tiny ass cell. I'm feeling the one of the police bus. I don't want no junk ass crib. I'm moving away with my little baby. Let's stop and buy you a bill. You bad as hell, and I can't wait to get inside of your ribs. We out in Vegas, ain't talking club when I say chat on the strip.
One of the earliest rappers to try this method of spitting bars while incarcerated was Bay Area artist Mac Dre back in 1992, releasing a project which, as you can read on its cover, was recorded live from Fresno County Jail over the phone. Over 30 years later, and rappers are still continuing to do this. However, unlike Tory Lanez's impressive process we're about to see, the majority of the time you can definitely tell by the low quality of vocals.
Tory Lanez dead-ass sounded like he was
inside
in a
cinder
booth,
block dungeon. You've
I
got
thought
to
it
be
was an
creative
old
in
verse.
different ways and really submit to the fact it's
Keep it
not
a
going
buck.
to sound like a normal song. Recalls the recording engineer behind LA rapper Draco the Ruler's 2020 prison mixtape. You want to feel like you're in jail with him, almost like you're having a conversation with him on the phone, but still have it be a song. At a total of
Yo, bro, this shit too informational for me though. I'ma keep it up.
tracks all recorded through the phone, Draco's mixtape Thank You for Using GTL, which GTL stands for Global Tel Link and is the company that provides phone services to prisons. But in addition to playing the jail's automated voice message in the intro, again, you can easily tell this was recorded over a phone.
I'm the shit talker. 100,000 on my lap while I'm fish on it.
We saw the same thing happen last summer too with Young Thug's album Business is Business, with a cover art showing him in the courtroom. While the majority of the project was pre-recorded, thanks to the help of Metro Boomin and his engineer though, Young Thug's verse on the song Parade on Cleveland featuring Drake was actually recorded from inside the Cobb County Adult Detention Center over the jail phone.
Saying that the beef, it's for the friends, bitches cracking.
It's like, it's weird, you can tell it's like on the phone, but in the record, like, I mean, like, now that you've heard the vocals isolated and stuff, you can tell, but when it came out, people were like, yo, how's he talking about, how'd you guys do this in the past? I was like, nah, this was like all on the phone.
Despite including the jail's automated message at the start, fans had been debating when Thug really recorded that verse, but confirmed by his engineer, it was indeed from his cell. However, the question still remains, how exactly did they pull it off? While it may seem as simple as holding a phone up to a microphone in the studio, it's actually a complex process if you want quality sounding vocals.
You got that pop
First
filter.
of
How
all,
the fuck
when
you
talking on a jail telephone, there are no headphones, meaning unless the engineer wants to play the beat quietly through the phone, which would then also get picked up in the vocals and sound bad, in most cases, these rappers have to record over the phone without a beat, such as Bobby Shmurda's 2018 single with 6ix9ine.
Okay, let's hear it.
Like, he did a few passes, chopped it up, found, like, kind of, you know, nudged it and stuff, sent it to Metro. Metro made a beat around it, and then we put it back in together. But this is just one of the many challenges you face when recording from prison. Combined with dealing with constant background noise from other inmates, today, depending on the artist and engineer that you ask,
you make
there
a
are
beat
few different
around it.
methods to go about
I need to see Tory
capturing
Lanez
prison vocals.
method.
And while Draco and
Nigga handed
Kitchen's
him that
engineers
notebook.
both emphasize to Vice one key detail when recording an artist over jail phones, which is having the phone that's in the studio plugged directly into a interface receiver or your digital audio workstation to eliminate other sounds. According to Rowdy Rebel, who had been incarcerated since 2014, Mantu recorded his verse for the lead single on Pop Smoke's posthumous album Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon from his jail cell. They apparently took the exact opposite approach.
He plugged his phone in,
and
he played it out loud, like on the aux, so he could hear me louder.
Call from.
Body bad, babe. Wow, I got the call behind the border. They so lit the
I'm recording through the jail phone, I'm Dead Raw, raps NBA Youngboy on his song Still Waiting, track 2 off his 2021 album, an artist who has basically recorded everywhere at this point, from his kitchen to the bathroom to setting up his mic inside his Tesla.
Recording taking the
Once
shit
again,
is
including
crazy,
the jail's automated message at the beginning, Youngboy recorded this track inside the St. Martin Parish Correctional Center in Louisiana. I got 4 walls to myself. Sitting inside of here, I ain't got no bail. His verse begins.
What I have to do is have him on my ear.
Yeah.
I put the bottom of the microphone towards the speakers.
Right.
And then I can hear if he says hold on or says anything because I got him at my ear all the time.
So he's in jail just listening on a jail phone,
he's on a
just
jail
kind of
phone.
like you playing the speaker and just kind of coordinating how he wants to rap.
That's how you know you a real good rapper if you can spit your verse that fast, chat. I'm gonna keep it a bean. If you can go that fast, you're an elite rapper.
But regardless of whichever method these rappers choose to use on the other side of the phone, one thing always remains the same. It is low-key expensive. While these superstar artists can obviously afford it, and if they end up releasing the music, they'll make it right back, but spending that many minutes every day talking on a jail phone, though, can quickly add up in commissary, as Draco the Ruler's engineer estimated costing them close to $2,000 a week just to record.
Crazy amounts.
Like hundreds of thousands?
Hundreds of thousands, maybe if not more.
Now, depending on the situation and the facility, though, as well as the seriousness
Hey, it
of
depends on if you come out that bitch with a number one, nigga. Fuck this shit.
charges, some inmates are allowed to have devices such as
That's
CD
tight
players,
time,
MP3 players, or even iPads.
I know
not
the
only
MP3
allowing them to
player,
create
I'm not gonna
playlists and
lie.
listen to music, but also letting them at least play a beat on their side of the phone call, as an engineer can capture their vocals on the other. However, then there are also cases we see where a rapper is able to secretly acquire a cell phone in jail. The law definitely states that possession of a cellular phone while incarcerated is illegal. But yet, along with drugs, mobile phones are one of the most smuggled items into prisons around the world. Thus, considering a famous rapper's celebrity status, they are sometimes able to finesse a phone into their jail cell, allowing them to then lay down vocals using a cell phone mic instead. Most commonly, cell phones are smuggled into prisons by security guards or another staff member. And seeing as the fact that in general, inmates do not have the ability to leave voicemails if their family doesn't pick up, as the GTL prison phone systems are typically designed for outgoing calls only. After hearing Zaytoven's interview with Vlad though about recording Gucci Mane while he was locked up, it sounds like Gucci was able to get a phone for at least part of his time imprisoned.
So he would actually rap on a voicemail. You would take the voicemail, track it to a beat, and have a rough version of the song.
Already. We've been doing that for years, ever since the first time he been locked up, so.
Again though, importing verses onto a beat from a voicemail call is obviously going to lead to low-quality, distorted vocals. But the truth is, rappers will often simply lean into this unique setting and make the most of it. Unless you are Tory Lanez, currently locked up serving a potential 10-year sentence for the whole Megan Thee Stallion shooting incident in 2020, Tory Lanez was just able to secure a new hit on the Billboard charts thanks to his track Wish I Never Met You, which, while claiming that it was recorded inside of his cell at the North Kern State Prison in California, as it says here in the title, prison tapes, but instead the song sounds like it was recorded in a professional studio.
It hurt me before. You said let love grow, but not no more.
Yo, that dead ass don't even sound like us on the phone.
Lanez really got some crazy quality on this song. One fan tweets, "You dead, can't even tell he did this over a prison phone. Still dropping bangers from the cell." But Wish I Never Met You is just one of Tory's new songs that he and his team have released since his sentence began. All part of his new rollout strategy to keep fans fed. Starting with a song named after his current location, Cell 245, which combined with hearing the prepaid message also includes bars referencing his current case, stating that he is gonna beat it. However, after hearing Tory's top-tier studio quality vocals, fans have rightfully questioned how the song was actually recorded. Many suspect that he has a cell phone in there that he is using, or possibly even a small external mic, because how else is he tracking amazing vocals from inside a prison?
Me and my engineer finally figured out how to record music over the jail phone and still keep the quality as professional as I had it on the street. This means that not even these prison walls can stop me from dropping new music. It's crazy.
Tory claims that after 30 tries with his engineer, together they finally cracked the code to recording studio quality music in jail. But while there's no denying his vocals do sound top-notch in these songs, there are two main theories to how he did this. The first theory you'll hear people say is that Tory is just straight up lying, and that all of these songs are instead pre-recorded from his massive vault. Unfortunately, there is no way to confirm if this is true without seeing the date of the audio file. But the other common theory you'll hear is that Tory is using AI. Here in 2024, technology has advanced so much to the point where we are now hearing full AI remixes and cloning of rappers' voices. Now, where some of these AI fan-created songs are hard to tell if they're real or not.
These industry niggas is fake. They just pretend to be friends. I just be counting these hundreds, and all of my wins.
For this reason, some fans think that Tory's team is simply creating new songs using a clone of his voice and then raking in the money, which with the quality it for sure makes sense to think that, but honestly these songs don't sound quite to me like an AI voice. They sound like Tory actually rapping. However, that doesn't mean that they aren't still using AI. Instead, what I think is happening is Tory and his engineer are utilizing AI tools to assist in cleaning up his vocals. With new tools now available capable of tasks such as removing vocals from a beat for clarity, this would be very helpful when recording recording a song over a jail phone, due to again the struggle of having to play an instrumental over the same phone if you want to rap on a beat, leading to extra muddy vocals. Here's an example of how this technology could be used in the mixing process.
That's crazy. So let me show you a little snippet of the original song. Let's have a listen to that vocal track now.
Oh, in the young days when we became caught in the hedge and caught in the maze.
Unfortunately, there's no way to determine Tory Lanez's true code that he claims he cracked. But at the end of the day, as one fan puts it, Tory's sound engineer is genius. While we never like to see a rapper incarcerated, it is interesting to hear the various methods they use to continue recording, despite all of the challenges and restrictions.
That was tough. We still never learned the answer though, chat. I'm gonna keep it a buck. We still will never know. But that shit was tough, nigga. I fucks with that shit. Shit was tough. You always need them informational ass videos, my nigga. You always need them informational ass vids, nigga. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I fucks with that shit, nigga. That shit's crazy, nigga. Other than that, nigga, I'm gonna catch y'all niggas. Peace.